Why, good evening, French fries! Today we're going to be making something inspired by Steampunk. And I've done this before, and it was for Comic-Con several years back, and I loved it, so I wanted to make something steampunkish on this cup. Who knows, it might have another person inside, fighting maybe an octopus coming out and putting a tentacle inside, and maybe him going pew, you know. But who knows, that might be just an idea so far, but it might change. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon, and let's get started. Alright guys, so this is all you're going to need. You're going to need your inspiration, which is my steampunk cup, my handy dandy little pointy tool, my X-Acto knife, and Sculpey number 3. So once you have all the stuff, let's get going. Alright guys, so as you can see, I was starting the first time, but the bar became extremely sticky to everything, so I had to change it. And all I'm doing right here is just making the little holes for the cogwheels, and I'm just taking them out as I go. There we go, and these are the way the cog should look like. I do remove these two out of the way once it's done baking. And now all I'm doing with this stick is just making some grooves so that it looks like there are several sheets of metal that are holding this cup together. Now let's just make these little balls to connect them to the cup. Now the next day, time to eat. I am hungry. Now that I'm packed full of vitamins, let's get back up to the cup. And now all I'm doing is just going up the cup with this blue, and then I also put pink up there, or purple. What color is that? Purple? Yeah, purple. And I make little holes so that you'll be able to see the character inside. And then just tweaking it up a little bit, removing some excess that I had. I'm also doing a bridge around the actual windows so that it kind of looks like she's in a submarine. And doing the little lines for the middle, taking off the top so that she has a place to stand, and just getting rid of all those fingerprints. And now it's time to bake it. Once it's done baking, we're going to make the little human that is inside. And it should look like this, just like a little X with an extra little line inside. You're going to fill it up with tin foil and tape it a little bit, and then you're going to use a clay to make your person. Now it could be a boy, it could be a girl, whichever one you guys prefer, but yeah, I just like doing girls. It's basically like putting myself into my own art. I don't know, but I do enjoy putting girls into my art. But she's starting to look like a human there. And time to make the wire. This time I did leave this in so you guys can see. And yes, it's a little faster, but I do promise that the next cup I do, I'll make it a little slower for you guys. And just finishing up my little human holding the stick, which is going to be a trident. Oh yeah, I start doing the little octopus here. And yes, it has 8 little limbs. And the first time I was gonna make it like a little like chibi looking octopus, but then I was like, no, that's not steampunky-ish. Steampunk, they look more like an octopus, so I better do that. And so I look it up, and I also start making this little octopus look more like an octopus. And this is when she's done and baked. I'm gonna set her aside, and we're gonna keep working on this little octopus. Now, I wanted to get the inspiration of the clock into the octopus, so I decided to make an actual clock on her head, and the little flowers that you see on my hat also go onto the octopus. I do a metal flower, and I put it right next to the clock. And then I do one line going all the way back and all the way forward, as you can see. And I'm also doing something a little different today. I wanted to make the eyeballs stand out, so I did a black little goop and a gold color so that her eyes would be more like out and just making her cuter. And there you go. While that's baking, we're going to try to put some boots on her, some pants, and let's put her hair on. And the hair is going to be a braid, which I really liked doing this time because she just looks super cool, and I loved how she turned out. And there she is, guys. She's not painted yet, but she needs to go in one more time into the oven, and when she's done, time to paint her. So all I'm using is gold, light brown, dark brown, and white, and a little bit of black for her shoes. Told you she's gorgeous. So time to put her in the cup, make sure she fits into doing a little tweaking, and time to put the octopus on the cup. And I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to put a tentacle in there, but then if you needed to clean it or do anything inside of the cup, you wouldn't be able to remove it. So I decided against it at the end, and I'm glad I did, because now even if you take out the human, you can still drink from the cup if you wanted to. You know, it's a cool fun cup, and the octopus is always going to be looking at you, watching super closely at your face while you're drinking from the cup. I know it's a weird thought, but it's still so cute. And now that she's baked and cooled down, I am mixing red, brown, orange, and gold to make copper. And I made 2 different kinds of teals. And now I'm going to town onto the painting of this cup. At first, I was okay with it. You know, the colors, it was steampunky enough, and I was okay with it. But then a few days later, I started to really look at my piece, and I was like, you know what? The woman is gorgeous in there. She looks amazing, and the octopus should be a compliment to that. So I do leave this in so you guys can see the struggles that I was having, and seeing that sometimes when you do a piece, sometimes you gotta get away from it to see if you truly like it or not, but you know, don't give up on your piece just because you feel like you failed at it. Just leave it for a few days and then come back to it, you know, and then it'll all make sense again. So always remember that, guys. Don't beat yourself up for not making the best amazing cup ever. Just give it time, step away from the project for a little bit, and then just come back to it with new, fresh, googly eyes. Even though it's all done, I need to do it again. So let's get started again. Yay! Now this is the finished piece. And I love that I decided to do half of the octopus black and half of it gold. Here are all the trimmings around, and the cup feels like it's more innocent, and she looks like she's a compliment to the girl that is inside. And like I said, she looks like she's ready for battle, and she's like, ooh, I'm just having fun. Yay, I like the way it turned out, guys. You let me know, do you like this one more, or do you like this one? In the comments below. Love her hair. She's so pretty in there. She looks like she's ready to fight. I love those little googly eyes that I put on the octopus too. So cute. Well, anyway, if you guys liked the video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon, and as always, peace.